So here's the new routine. It's taken a few iterations of trial and error and learning the new tools and figuring out which I like to use best for what. But now when I do my hands, I use the grater on my fingers first. And you guys might remember I usually do my fingers last, and that's because it's the most delicate and fussy part of the procedure. But using the grater works amazingly, and it produces this very fine little dust. And once the fingers are done, I don't even have to come back to them and shave them. This blade was dull, so of course I had to replace it. I just noticed immediately it wasn't cutting very smoothly. Also, I totally forgot to use callus softener on my hand. The last time that I shaved my hands, I had used the grater first all over, and so I didn't need the callus softener. But this time I really should have come in prior to shaving my palm and sprayed the FootLogic's callus softener, because that stuff is brilliant for this. But I forgot, so it took me a little bit longer to shave my hands. But nonetheless, this is the procedure now, and it's working really great for me. This video is I don't know, almost 2 weeks old, and I just haven't put it together to share with you. So it's basically time for me to shave my hands again. So I'll be sharing this with you again really soon, because it's time to do it again already. What I'm doing is I do the fingers first, get them out of the way without any risk of cutting, which is the biggest problem I have with this blade. I know I have a lot of skill and I can do my fingers with this blade, but I do often go too deep or end up accidentally cutting myself at least once or twice on my fingers throughout the course of shaving both my hands. And this is just a struggle slash a inevitability that I have lived with for so many years that I sort of thought that it was just par for the course and that I'm going to have to deal with it, and that's how it is. So to find a new tool, the grater, that can do my fingers so effectively without any risk of pain or hurting, it's just incredible. It doesn't go quite as low on my fingers as I would go with the shaver, but to come back in and try to shave my fingers after I've used the grater, I find that they're already too thin. So I just have to pick one, and I've picked the grater because it's safer and it goes so much faster. So this is the process I did on both of my hands the last time I shaved them. I did all the fingers first and then came in and shaved the palms. And the palms go pretty quickly. I mean, it's definitely the easiest surface of the hand to use this shaver with. This is a Keratoderma Callus shaver. A lot of people try and flag my videos as like branded content that I'm not disclosing, but no, I'm not affiliated with them in any way. And I don't even recommend that you buy this shaver because the vast majority of my viewers do not have this condition and wouldn't need something like this. However, if you need a corn bunion callus shaver because they're so thick, this is the tool. There are knockoffs everywhere, and those knockoffs are no good. I get questions often like, I bought that tool and it is not working. The head is always popping off and the blade is falling out. I don't feel like it's safe at all. And I'm telling you, it's because it's a knockoff. A lot of the off-brand ones, they're just made with poor fit. They're kind of loose. The blade doesn't stick out at the right angle, and so you're barely able to take anything off, or it's rattling around or falling apart while you're using it. All the results of using an off-brand one. So I'm telling you now, Credo, C-R-E-D-O, is the brand, and I do have a list of all the tools that I use linked in my bio, and that's where you can find not only the tools, but the lotions and everything else that I use. In case you're curious, they're all listed there for you to find for yourself if you want to buy one of them. But look at this. Look how fast this went. I was able to pretty efficiently and quickly remove all the skin off of my palm using my favorite and long-time trustworthy tool, the Keratoderma Callus blade, and the fingers are already done. At the end of this, I did come in with the clippers and do my fingertips right up against the nail where neither tool can reach, and that will be a separate video because that was a whole separate duration of time that I didn't feel like including in this video. But I'm really pleased. You know, it used to take me half an hour to 45 minutes to do each hand, and now I can do the whole hand in 15 to 20 minutes. I mean, that's like half the time. This would have gone even faster if I had used the FootLogic's callus softener, which I just totally spaced. I was like so eager to get it done. I just went for it and I completely forgot to soften the callus. I don't feel like I would use the callus softener on my fingers prior to using the grater though. I feel like it would either diminish the results or make them too severe. Like either with the callus softener, the callus would be a little too soft for the grater to do the job properly, or it would make it so soft that it would come off really, really fast, and that might be dangerous. So I think I'm gonna keep doing this. Do the fingers first, then spray callus softener, then shave the rest of my palm.